Last time on Knights of the Roll Table, the party headed into Subterra, the underdark realm below Valentrell. They took refuge in a dwarf mining settlement and received a mission from Drake Bloodmoon himself about finding important missing knights of the realm. They also received an upgrade to their knight tattoos, being able to communicate with other knights freely and find other knights that are close by. They headed towards their next rendezvous point, the Temple of Glorn. But on the way, had to pass through the Fog of Madness, and then find themselves surrounded by some stalking creatures, running at them from the darkness.
You see these large, white and gray, bear-looking creatures, these monstrosities that are running towards you with large, hairy arms, large fangs. They sort of look like bears mixed with apes, with very pale skin and yellow, bright, shining eyes. And they are bounding towards you, and they're coming pretty much straight towards you in several directions from your right side. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yay!
Diedre, you're up first.
Diedre pulls out her rapier. How far are they from me?
They are, at this point, I say they gained a little ground in their charge, so they are about 60 feet now.
So she's going to position herself because she knows Yenni's battle strategy will be to rush in. And so basically I'd like to ready an action for when Yenni rushes in and attacks. I would then like to attempt to flank them so that I can attack and get my, that rogue thing.
Sneak attack?
My sneak attack, yes. So, it's like kind of a thing that Yenni and Diedre have got down to a science by now.
So you're holding your action, that's fine. The next in initiative is, I'll say, Diedre, since you're kind of readying your action, you take an awareness of the situation and like the five figures, these creatures that are approaching you, and you notice on one of their backs is a small humanoid, a small gray humanoid with big, wide eyes and small pupils, almost the size of Yenni, but really pale looking and kind of sickly. And it's a female, and she is just she's kind of holding on to little tufts of hair from this creature that she's riding on their back. As she gets close, now they're kind of rushing forward within about 30 feet, and she's going to reach out towards Igneous and twist her hand a little bit. And Igneous, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Igneous, are you within 10 feet of me?
I didn't leave.
Say probably yes.
Am I in 10 feet of him?
Yeah.
You gain a bonus equal to my charisma modifier, so +4.
Well, that'll bring me to 7.
Okay. So you feel this kind of surge of almost like crackling energy form around you, and despite Melbin's aura of protection, this loud kind of crack happens, almost like the earth is cracking around you and beneath you. Yeah, you take 15 points of thunder damage as this small creature casts Shatter on you.
He also has resistance to damage from spells.
Okay.
He's that close to me.
So 7 points of damage.
I'm useful without doing anything.
Yenni, you are up, followed by Theo and Igneous.
All right. Well, first up, Yenni's gonna rage.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, rage. Let's do it.
Let's do it. the sort of other assailants that are coming towards us are in another.
Yeah, so these
Direction,
large kind of creatures,
Mm-hmm.
white bear ape creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They are heading towards you at a fast pace,
Okay. So
looking none too friendly.
got it. Then I'm gonna run towards them, and I don't know if I'll make it in time to get an attack in.
You can definitely reach, I'd say, one or two of them.
All right, Hydrax, let's see what you can do. Oh yeah, 20 baby, dirty 20 baby.
All right, so this Yenni extends this large metal backbone encrusted axe that's kind of split in three ways, connected by this crackling energy, and swings it down on one of these large white furry beasts and connects. Give me some damage.
10 damage.
Slices into this beast, and it does not look terribly happy.
Let's go for the second swing. Oh, okay. This one's 14.
14 will hit.
Oh, awesome. Sweet.
Just hits.
Yeah, that one's gonna be 15 damage.
It winces again in extreme pain as it takes 15 points of slashing damage, slices off into its arm. There, see this kind of purple black blood that oozes to the side, and it is definitely hurt. I think that's your turn. Did you want to take any movement or just kind of stay in?
I'll stay in there. I gotta stay in close if they're not dead.
Yep, they're not dead yet. They're pissed. All right, Theo, it's your turn.
Wait, my action.
Oh yes. Sorry. Yeah, now it's thank you. Now Diedre takes her turn flanking. Are you flanking the same creature that Yenni attacked?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's going to be 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
And so that's 29 damage.
Okay. You come up behind this large beast, and it's fully like immersed in combat with Yenni, and you just stab it in the back and kind of wrench your daggers and stab it again, and it kind of like you hit some sort of artery or nerve or something, because it just falls down and hits the ground.
Whoop!
Took it out. All right.
She kind of just gives Yenni a little wink.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I disengage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now it is Theo's turn, followed by Igneous, and then Melbin.
Question: is there one of the beasts that has yet to be attacked by anybody?
Yeah. There's 4.
So at least another one that hasn't been hit or
Yeah.
attacked.
There's 4, and then there's like a, we'll say a reddish one that's white and red, and it has
the
this
person's only on one of
small
them.
pale halfling creature on it.
Okay, and that one.
Correct.
And has that one been attacked with
No.
the rider?
Nope. It's,
Okay.
It's in the center.
Okay, I would like to point my crook at it, and I would like to cast Dominate Beast on that creature. It must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed for the duration.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, please. Is it a wise?
Oh, it's not, but it rolled a nat 20. I
Dang
kid
it.
you not. I kid you not. Look, here it is. Oh,
Too smart for you.
It's a
so 21 is the total.
Oh, I had only a 1.
I'm sorry.
That's
yeah.
okay. That's the roll. Okay, I will then use a bonus action to. Actually, I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I will do actions for my spider, which has been over secretly hiding on the side.
Yeah,
they're
sure.
going to shoot a web and try and get that rider. So I'm gonna tell him, hey, get that guy. So that's a ranged attack.
It's like with its mandibles, it's like.
Oh, dang it! Critical fail.
Oh, natural 1.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
So
Okay, let's go to the fumble chart.
Oh no.
Oh no! It's the worst possible roll combination for that
Oski.
turn.
Give me a D100.
Oh my gosh.
You've never rolled so many D100s.
I
in your-
know. I never thought I'd need this. 39.
39. Okay, but it's the spider. So the spider becomes discombobulated. So the spider shoots out this web, but it sort of doesn't quite get the arc or the distance. In fact, it just kind of just webs all over itself.
Hey, we've all been there.
And it's like it just like wasn't prepared for the combat, and it's incapacitated for 1 round. So it's essentially like you have to skip a turn for this. It's like I gotta get my leg out and like.
Theo like looks over and like just gives like a what's going on shrug. Like
I wasn't ready. I wasn't.
what do you mean you're not ready? I put you over
I
there.
wasn't facing the right direction. I'm sorry. It's not saying that. It's just like sort of
Yeah.
non-verbally saying that.
Yeah, we
And the
get
rest-
that. We communicate.
Everybody else is like, what is going on with your spider? It's like not performing well.
Guys, normally he's much better than that. I don't know what's going on.
Igneous, it's your turn, and Melbin, you're up.
What a terrible turn.
I will shadow step. So there's like 4 charging at us, like more or less next to each other, right?
Yeah, 4 are now. Well, yeah, they're not up yet, but they're about 30 feet away.
So I'll shadow step over so I'm like next to them, lined up with them.
Okay.
And then cast Burning Hands against all 4 of them.
Well, they're separated by about 10 feet. Let's say like the second from the left is the one with the rider on it, and then there's like 2. So what's the range of Burning Hands?
It's a 15-foot cone. So like if I shot it where I was standing, 10 feet might not cover it. But if I shadow step to where I'm like lined up with them.
You could hit 3.
Okay.
At your best line of sight, like from the side or something like that.
Sure.
I mean, we're doing theater of the mind, so I'll say you can hit 3. So they all have to make a dex save.
Yeah. So I shadow step over there and appear like kind of next to them. It's like, Great Lady Sindel, holder of the mantle of the Phoenix, I thank you for your power and cast light in this land of darkness. And he shoots out Burning Hands. He's a big Sindel fan now.
Okay.
It's a DC 15.
One of them rolled a 3. One of them rolled a nat 1. And one of them rolled a 7, so they all fail.
Ooh, baby. Here we go. 3d6. That's 13 damage for each. Fire. And then I'll, like, duck or whatever. I don't have, like, action to, like, actually hide, but I'm just out there near them, and I'll try to kind of, like, make myself discreet.
Sure. All right. Melbin, you are up.
All right. So how far away did you say these guys were from me right now? Are they still a fair distance out?
Right now, because they rolled terrible initiative, they're still about 30 feet out.
I could make it into.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could get
Um,
you could get to any one of them. They're separated, like I said, about 10 feet apart.
I will go for the one with the rider on it.
Okay. I just kind of like, and this rider's like,
And I will just attack with my axe hammer thing.
says, "Give us your food if you know it's good for you."
So it's on the back of the beast. Is that correct?
Yep, it's holding on to the little tufts of hair coming off the back.
Can I attack the creature, like the dark halfling, or would it be like, is it too high up or whatever?
This creature's about like 8 feet tall.
All right,
So
I'll try
I
to
would say
knock
if you
down
wanna-
the beast then first.
Okay.
All right, so I will swing my hammer. I'll swing the hammer side of my warhammer axe at it,
Yes,
and that is 18 to hit.
it hits.
With the other side for 20, not a natural 20, just 20 to hit.
That hits.
And then 22 total damage. Bludgeoning and slashing.
Slice, bam, poof, and you kind of smash into this thing, and it takes a beating, and it looks pretty hurt. It's still kind of wobbly on its feet, and the rider is like, we just want your food. Give it to us, and we'll leave you alone, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we
You
will.
could make it a guarantee, perhaps.
I don't know what that means. And
Then no.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now it's the Quaggoths' turn. They have 2 claw attacks. One of them's going to attack Melbin since it just attacked it. So one of them misses and the other one hits. 21 to hit.
Yes.
Take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The other, let's see, another one that's saw Diedre and Yenni take out this other one, goes over to Diedre, and it's going to make 2 claw attacks. Nat 20, critical hit. That's 11 points of slashing damage.
I would like to use my uncanny dodge. And so that'll make that at least
that'll be
5
5.
damage.
It's going to attack Yenni with its other claw, and that will be 16 to hit.
It does, just barely.
All right. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Ah.
All right. The third one goes over to Igneous, which just hit it with fire, which is not too happy about. And 2 claw attacks. I believe a 10 and a 12 both miss.
Yep.
All right. And then the fourth one also goes over to you.
Nope.
And because it also got hit by fire. 20 and a 16.
Oh, hit and miss.
4 points of slashing damage.
Oh, you know what I can do? Warding Flare, which is throwing up a flash of light. It's part of my cleric ability, and that would impose disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, all right. So 15.
Miss.
All right, so it doesn't hit you, so never mind. And the fifth one is dead. All right, Diedre, at top of the round, you're up, followed by the Darrow.
So there's one that's already injured.
The one that's dead. One of them is severely injured. The one that has the small halfling on it. There's 2 more that have been burnt, and then one of them is not hurt at all. There is one. There is one engaged with you and Yenni though.
Okay, well then I guess that's the one I'm gonna attack.
Yeah.
But I believe I would be flanking, or can I position myself so that I can be flanking?
Sure. You can tweak around and move so that you're flanking.
Okay, yes, I want to do that, please. And I'll attack. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, that's going to be 8 damage plus 21, so 27 damage. I don't do much else.
No, it's fine.
But I hit once and I hit hard.
Rogues can do this. These are big, nasty monsters.
This is the one thing I do, guys.
Fine. Okay.
I have one job on this stupid ship.
Piercing damage, and it's you slice into it. It's still alive.
I like to think she does the thing where she gets the rapier in, makes some purchase, and then she kind of wiggles it around a little bit just to do a little more internal bleeding damage. And then she kind of pulls herself back and is in that fencing pose.
And it does that thing where it's really, you just see the back shoulder and it just goes, kind of growls at you with this evil grin, like, oh, you're in for it, lady.
Good luck.
Is that your turn?
That I will disengage.
Okay, disengage. All right. Next up is the Darrow. It is going to leap off of its mount of the Quaggoth that it's on. It's going to use its speed. It's going to kind of click its heels together, and it speeds over about twice as fast as you've ever seen a halfling run. Just and goes up to Diedre, says, "Just give us your food," and then it is going
Would I not have been able to get an attack of opportunities because it was like it jumped past me?
Yeah, you can make an attack of
Oh, I
opportunity.
can. Okay, then I will. Is that just a single attack, right?
Yeah.
All right. Critical hit.
Okay.
20 damage.
Takes a hit in the back, but she just keeps on running. She looks hurt, but she's got adrenaline right now.
Oh yeah.
She is going to attack Diedre with her short sword. She pulls out a short sword. She's like, just give us your food. And she's going to attack you. 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and then once again, 17.
17 will hit, but I would like to use my defensive duelist feat,
Okay.
which I have yet to use.
How does that work?
It basically adds my proficiency to my AC as a reaction if I am hit with a melee attack. So that would pump me up to an AC of 21.
Okay, so that will miss.
So she would not hit.
Okay. All right. So that is what happens. So she you defensively kind of move out of the way and pull out your daggers and block her short sword deftly with one arm, and just kind of look at her, and she's looking at you like, like, how did you do that? And she's not too happy.
I just grin.
And she's looking down at your equipment packs for any kind of sign of like food or anything that she can quickly take. Next up is Yenni, followed by Theo.
All right. So I assume the Darrow's the one that's closest to me, right?
The Darrow or a Quaggoth, they're kind of both.
They're kind of both like equally close, but the Darrow's the one that just took the shot at Diedre, so
Yeah.
I feel like that's where my rage is going.
Yep.
Hey! And I just swing at her.
And it goes, hey! She seems pretty happy about the whole thing, actually.
15? Does 15 hit?
15 hits.
Sweet. That's 14 on that one.
Okay.
And then I'll go for another attack with the other side of the axe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nat 20, baby!
Okay.
Let's
Whoa!
do it. Let's do
What happens on a nat 20, Carlos?
it. Let's see. I mean, I get to add an extra weapon die when I
Yep.
get crits.
Mm-hmm.
I get to add 2 extra weapon dice on crit. Okay. And then do I double it or
Double your
got it.
dice.
Got it.
So any dice that you roll, you're going to double, and then you add your...
So I'm rolling 3 dice and then doubling that, so 6 dice.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you basically killed her, but I just want to see what you've... how much you've killed her.
He only rolled ones, and
Yeah.
That is a great dynamic. That is the best way to do a crit. It's not like, oh, add +5, or just like, ×2 for damage. Like, the notion of like, take all these dice and then do twice that many is really the most fun way to roll a crit.
Heck yeah. We're looking at 39 here.
Wowzers.
She is beyond unconscious. She is... describe your
PG-13,
victory on this Darrow.
Awesome. Well, since this one is like a second swing, the first swing kind of like takes me in one direction, and when I come back over for the other one, I kind of smash it from the rib cage and just push all the way upwards. With as much
And she
purchase as possible.
as you hit her the first time, she's like, I could be you, and then you kind of like lift up and
You ate me!
and she just kind of goes in several directions, and the Darrow is no longer. That is your violent turn. Theo, you are up, followed by Igneous.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
I cast a spell in the previous turn.
Yes.
Would I be able to then cast a bonus action spell in that same turn?
Only if it was
Only-
cantrip. If one of them
Yeah,
was a
only if
cantrip.
it's a cantrip that's specifically for that says bonus action.
Okay, so I have one of those. Could I have retroactively cast Shillelagh?
Sure.
Then what I'm gonna do now? Who got hurt? Who's feeling a little hurt? Anybody?
I'm lightly grazed.
I was barely touched.
I got
All right.
shattered.
You got shattered. So Igneous not feeling great. Is that
He's not, he's not in bad shape.
okay? Well,
He only got half.
Also
shot.
off in the darkness somewhere.
oh, and I can't see. I guess. All right. Well, I'm gonna cast my aura, and I'm gonna use the unicorn aura, and I'm gonna go up behind Diedre, I suppose, and just lay a hand and cure wounds on Diedre. So that'll be a 8 healing points for Diedre, and then everybody else within a 60-foot, within a 30-foot radius will get to your druid level will get 9 points. So everybody gets an additional 9 points of healing on top of that.
Diedre kind of starts when you touch her, like, what? And then it's like, oh, that's
So
nice.
it's okay. It's just me.
Okay.
I will cut you.
Okay, fair. I'll warn you next time. And then the spider, are they incapacitated again for this turn?
They're still, yeah. Well, this is the next
Oh,
turn, so
boy.
they're incapacitated.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of like again be like, what? Like, let's go. And they're just like dorking around over there.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. All right. So nothing with them. That's it.
Okay. All right, Igneous, you are up.
Based on their Darrow friend who was asking for food being splattered by Yenni, is that changing their demeanor at all? The other monsters?
These are more bestial, so they let out an extra kind of like like anguish, and they seem extra pissed now. So, and they're looking very hungry.
All right, I will fight these ones that were fighting me. So, doing some attacks on just one of them with my quarterstaff. First attack, 26.
Okay.
Is going to take 9 damage. Second attack, same one, is a 12. 12 to AC.
Yeah, that hits.
So then that will be 6 damage.
They had 5 points. Is this with your weapon or your fists?
Quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff. Yeah. So you just kind of hit them in their solar plexus, and then like, knock them out with a whack to the head.
Now, flurry of blows and take 2 shots at the other one. Punch, 24.
Okay, you'll kind of flip back, do some cool monk stuff, and kind of do a little flip on the staff and wheel around, and then use your feet to kind of do a 1-2 kick into the other one. And 24 will hit.
The next attack was 27, so altogether it would be 19 damage on that second
Oh
one.
gosh, you take out another one. So in a series of movements, you double punch this thing, one of them with a quarterstaff, and Igneous just does a kind of a impressive backflip on the quarterstaff and lands on his hands, and then kicks the other one that's already been damaged by his flames, and kicks it back, and it lands on a rock, and so there's 2 left.
Well done, Iggy.
Thanks!
At this point, you hear off in the mist on your left-hand side this kind of large sound that's like, it can only be described as
Well, I don't like that.
and 3 large shapes approach your party and this attack.
Diedre like brings out her blade, like, on guard, without actually saying on guard, because like
Yep.
that's
So you see these creatures.
Ugh.
They are moving on all of these little tentacle things, and they are not alone, because 3 of them are coming up to you, and these are fairly large, like 9 feet long, 5 feet tall. these big, thick, large eye stalks with all these little tentacles kind of coming out of their mouths. And they're actually being ridden by leather-clad, high-collar, sleeveless figures, these humanoids with pale purple skin and 4 large tentacles coming from their squid-like heads. And they are being ridden by this biker gang of mind flayers.
Oh no!
And you hear in your heads, this is our turf. Hello, Knights of the Roll Table listeners. I am Chris Daly, your Dungeon Master for Season 5, and probably some other seasons and other things. Welcome back to the announcements. Thank you again for listening. I hope you all are enjoying the season. As I have been doing for the past couple episodes, I've been trying to let people know of some resources for players and DMs. And today's episode is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to talk about some resources that I'm involved in myself. You may have heard of a company called Beetle and Grimm's, and if not, what they do is premium box sets and accessories for Dungeon Masters and players. It is a premium box set, which means that you're getting a published D&D or Pathfinder module, but you get all of the maps and you get a custom DM screen and artwork cards and things you can hand out to your players. There's some cool fold-out maps and rollable maps and little handouts and all the things that would take a long time to make as a DM. Beetle and Grimm's hires cartographers, artists, writers, creators of all walks of life to create this in-world content. So it's really cool. I definitely recommend checking it out. Check us out at a convention or online. beetleandgrimms.com. That's BEADLES and GRIMMS. Or just Google search Beetle and Grimm's because it's kind of a strange spelling. All right, the other resource I'm going to tell you about is my own resource, which is Dungeon Heads. I do on Patreon and on some of the other social medias free D&D artwork that you can use for your characters, and if you're a DM, you can use this for NPCs. There's some villains you can use. All of the black and white art on the Patreon is free to download. You don't even have to join Patreon to do it. But if you subscribe at as little as $1, you can get color versions of most of the characters, and higher tiers get recolors. Higher tiers beyond that get reskins, the same sort of pose, but with different weapons and hair and outfits and colors. And there's even a premium level for $10 a month where you can get PSD files and avatar tokens for Roll20 and things like that. So you can find me on most of the social medias at Dungeon Heads, TikTok. I do a lot of silly videos on there, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So check me out at Dungeon Heads, or at Patreon is patreon.com/dungeonheads for your artwork for your characters. Hey, you're listening to this, and that means you hopefully enjoy the show, or you've been listening for a while. And have you left a review? If you have not, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, the listener who has not left a review. Listen, you don't owe us anything. We know that. And we know that these times are challenging and everybody's stressed out and you're eating a lot of potato chips and you're eating pretzels and you're staying up too late and you're not getting enough sleep and bills are due. And I get that. Like, I understand that. And, something that can really help us out in these times when you're stressed out and you have all this stuff is leaving a review for us. Now, that'll not only make us feel better because it helps people find out about the show, but it'll make you feel better because you're kind of paying it forward. You're like, you know what? This is something I'm going to do. It doesn't cost any money. It only takes about 30 seconds to leave a 5-star review and say something nice like, hey, I really like the DM announcements. Nobody says that. But if you can do that, if you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, on Stitcher, on whatever you listen to us on. That would help us so much, and it helps other people find out about the show. Please, please, please. I would sincerely appreciate it, and we love reading reviews, and we'll even read them out loud if we see one that's particularly funny and or touching or challenging or that sort of thing. So please leave a review. Do it right now and come back and listen to the rest of the episode. We really appreciate it. We know we are not the only D&D actual play podcast out there. There are so many to choose from, but we sincerely thank you for listening to Knights of the Roll Table, and there are a lot of old episodes you can go back and listen to. I say old, but it's only been around for like 2 years, but you can go back and listen to previous episodes. And the seasons are sort of standalone, so you can go and listen to the whole thing, and they all kind of tie together, or you can also just go back and listen to individual seasons, and they kind of stand on their own, but there's little things that tie into each other. So tell your friends about it. We try to stay family friendly and not have any swearing, so you can have your 10-year-olds, your 12-year-olds listen to it with you, but it's still enjoyable for adults. That's the goal when we made this podcast. So thank you all again for listening. We really appreciate it. We hope you're doing well. We hope everyone is staying healthy. We hope that this stupid pandemic ends soon, and everybody is taking care of themselves and each other. And we can't wait to see you all at conventions. We're just about ready to start doing conventions, and then all of this started happening. So that will happen at some point very soon in the future, as soon as we feel that it's safe. So thank you again, and don't forget to go out and make life an adventure.
You're the one that is coming upon our turf.
What you hear following that is the two surviving Quaggoths, these bear creatures, kind of look at the mind flayers, and you hear them say,
No, it's our food. We saw them first.
It's Melbin's turn.
There are some dead ones on the ground. You may feel free to eat.
But I'm gonna go after the what was they called? Quaggoths?
Quaggoths.
Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm gonna go after Qui-Gon with my axe. Or yeah, why not? So attack, 21 to hit. For that one, that's 15 damage. Is he still up?
Well, hold on a second, Matt. Let me. Is he still up?
Well, I was gonna attack another thing otherwise.
Yeah, I know. I'm just let me do my thing. Hold on.
Okay, your thing.
15 points.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still up.
All right. Then I turn my axe around and bring the hammer down, hopefully,
Right.
for a critical hit.
Oh my gosh.
20 damage.
Well, you take that one out.
You can eat this one as well.
There's one Quaggoth, and it says,
We do not feed on the monsters, but humanoids. Those would be better.
it's actually the Mind Flayer's turn. So, one Mind Flayer is going to... one Mind Flayer is going to look at Melbin and say,
You seem eager.
and it's going to Mind Blast at you.
Oh, great.
I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. The save is 15.
I got 15.
Okay. You, I think, save. The second one is going to do the same thing except to Igneous. So I need you to make an intelligence save.
-1. 17, yes.
17?
Yes.
That saves. So nothing happens. You feel this kind of pulsing in your brain like it's almost being squeezed by a vice, and then you shrug it off. You kind of flex it off. Melbin, your pious energy, you kind of use your divine connection, and you kind of reinvigorate yourself with no, nature will protect me, and And then the third one is going to Mind Blast. Yenni, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. Okay.
I don't think they're within 10 feet of me, right? The Yenni and Diedre.
No.
15.
15. Gosh, that just saves you guys.
Oh my lord. Ooh.
Just barely. You almost got levitated.
Oh no.
Again, weren't you levitated in the final fight of season 4?
Yep.
Yeah, yes, I was.
So
second to final
you
fight,
feel
but
this
yeah.
kind of lift on your feet, and you're like, "Oh no!" And then you
I'm
kind
staying.
of ground yourself with sheer will.
Yeah.
So that's the Mind Flayers. One, I'm gonna say just for the sake of time, one of them pulls its large insectoid carrion crawler up towards Theo, and it's going to make an attack with its tentacles towards you. So it's going to attack, and 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 6 points. Ooh, that's actually poison damage. Do you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, 20. Natural 20.
20. Okay, so you feel the poison kind of going in as the tentacles enter around your skin, and you shrug off this poison. You're something about the cheese that you ate this morning it's sort of fighting off the natural effect of this nasty poison. It also gets a bite attack though, so it's going to attack, and I think a 13 misses you.
13 hits. I have a pretty weak.
13
AC.
hits. Okay.
Yeah, I only have 12 AC.
Okay, so it's going to deal a little bit of damage, so 7 points of piercing damage.
And I didn't take anything from the first attack, or did I take the 6?
6 points of damage from the tentacles, and then 6 points from the bite attack. So
Okay.
12 altogether.
Okay,
You're not poisoned, but it's yeah.
gotcha.
That is all of the Mind Flayers and the Carrion Crawler. Now it's back up to Diedre at the top of the round.
Hey.
There is one Quaggoth, and now there are 3 sort of leather-bound. These, I don't know if you know what these are, but there are these tentacle, evil-looking, purplish gray, high-collar leather. They're looking quite fashionable, actually, but pretty tough-looking, and they're on these large bug tentacle kind of creatures.
Down, you have to be careful with leather. Once it's ripped, there's just no coming back. So are any of the leather daddies engaged with anybody from our group? Or?
One of them just came up with its mount and engaged with Theo. The other 2 are about 20 feet back.
Okay, I'm gonna rush up to the one that's engaged with Theo, and I'm gonna stab him and attempt to flank him. Can I flank him?
It's on the Mind Flayer itself is on the Carrion Crawler, so I'd say you can flank the Carrion Crawler, the insect.
Okay, I'm gonna stab his insect.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit, 13, so 25 to hit.
That hits.
It's gonna be 11 damage plus 16, so it's gonna be 27 damage.
All right. It squeals out in a high pitched. I can't even make that noise. But it's a very high piercing sound, and it doesn't like being stabbed.
I mean, who does?
Is that what else would you like to do on your turn?
I will disengage. Listen, I got one move.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just asking. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad.
The Darrow is dead. Yenni, you're up, followed by Theo, then Igneous, and then Melbin.
All right. Are all the Quaggoths dead?
There's one Quaggoth that's kind of questioning its existence right now.
Is he fairly nearby to me, or am I
it's about
closer
10 feet away.
Okay. Let's do it. Haven't forgotten about you, and I go right for it.
All right.
Another nat
Oh! Oh my gosh, you guys!
Wow.
Let's go. All right.
All right.
Here we
Give
go.
it to me. Well, this one has not been hit at all. Like this one is like completely unscathed. So
Right.
But here we go.
See how he fares now,
let's
though.
see how he does.
Okay. All right. Reasonable. Let's see. 45.
Oh my gosh.
Are we talking
45? It's an insta kill.
Yep.
That's a one-hit kill.
Yes.
You describe your victory on this guy. Like you take out in one shot.
A charge, a leap, a straight cut up, and just the decapitation like out of a
Just
Matrix
a slow
movie.
motion. Just,
Yeah.
and the axe goes, yes. No, sorry, it's got a Jersey accent. It's like, yes. I like it. It slices off the head. Yeah, that's Quaggoth head goes dum, ba, dum, dum, dum. And then the mind flayer you hear in your head with a little sting in the back of your brain. You hear like,
It would have tasted much better with its brainstem. I suppose you'll do.
excellent turn. Oh my gosh, Theo, you're up. You are engaged with a carrion crawler and a mind flayer,
Yes.
and you
That
have your
is-
spider,
Yes.
who is no longer incapacitated.
Okay. I would like to cast Conjure Animals. And as I do that, I will summon an elk, and then another elk, and then another elk, and then another elk. I will summon 8 elks, which are going to start running around and charging around and braying and ramming all of the different creatures that are around.
Oh my lord. Okay. Yep, this is happening. All right. They can go now. So, give me 8 attacks and let me
Okay.
know who you're going after.
I'd like to go for the carrion crawler and the
There's 3 of them. Are you going
the
after
one
the same
that's in front of me. I'll try and keep it simple and just have them kind of come up, and they're all going to try and attack the same one that's in front of me.
one? Okay. So I'll just tell you that the armor class of the carrion crawler is 13.
14,
Hits.
13,
Hits.
15,
Hits.
21,
Hits.
7,
Misses.
13,
Hits.
23,
Hits.
20. Let me see if I can math.
And this is
out.
like elk horn damage. This is like
Yeah, so this is them like ramming like
Oh.
with their big elk horns.
all of you see these spectral fey elves like just kind of come out of nowhere, about like 6 feet tall with antlers going out to like Rudolph on steroids, and it's coming at these carrion bugs and stabbing it from all directions.
And it was 7 of them, right? We got 7 hits.
Yep.
So I'm going to do 1d6 plus 3 times 7, which
Yep.
is going to be 24 total damage that they do.
A significant amount of damage on the carrion crawler that was attacking you. It's still barely alive. It is really hurt.
Okay. And Theo would like to kind of back up and try and get behind the elk and let all the elk kind of do all the stomping
Absolutely.
and stuff. And then now it'll be the spider's turn.
Okay.
I'll have the spider charge over and try and bite one of the mind flayers as they're going.
They're on the carrion crawler, so I will say if the spider does that, the carrion crawlers would get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
it has to like leap up on the,
Sure. They'll take that risk.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll an attack.
Ooh, Carrion Crawler.
Carrion Crawler got a nat 20.
No.
28. So that's gonna be 5 points of tentacle damage.
Oh, okay. That's fine. They're feeling fine.
Okay. And this, oh my gosh, this is, we're having a beast battle. All right, so that's his thing. Okay, so now the spider attacks a mind flayer. What was that
I was
number?
at 21 to 21.
21 hits. Yeah.
Okay, and that is for the mind flayer. Okay, so then it's gonna do 1d8 plus 3, so it's gonna do 6 damage, and the mind flayer must make a DC 11 Constitution save, or be poisoned.
You rolled a natural 1.
All right, so they're gonna take 2d8 poison damage. Oh gosh.
Oh, wait.
4.
Mind Flayer has advantage on saving throws. Oh, against spells. Never mind.
Woo!
Is it a spell?
No, it's a natural ability. It's
Nope,
from
okay.
its bite. Yeah.
Never mind.
So it'll take 4. It'll take 4 damage of poison on top of the whatever it had
This
earlier.
spider attack a mind flayer on top of a carrion crawler, and it's just there's tentacles and legs and appendages flying everywhere, and elk attacking the same thing. This is a zoo gone bananas right now.
That's gonna be it
All
for
right.
now. Until I summon some more.
Igneous, followed by Melbin.
Igneous is set a little bit back because he shadow stepped out there, and he's just been watching this insanity unfold. These people showed up, and then there were elks, and then a spider. He's not quite sure what to make of all that. I guess he just runs up to the nearest thing and attacks. What would be closest to him, would you say?
Nearest to you would be one of the mind flayers on the carrion crawler.
All right, let's get him. Okay, he wants to jump up and attack actually the mind flayer as opposed to the carrion crawler.
With your monk movement, you could do that.
All right. Running, leap, and then all the attacks he can make because he's pretty afraid of these things. 15 for first attack.
That hits.
I'll just roll all the attacks. 15
Yeah.
and then 17 we'll start with, and that total damage is going to be 16 damage.
Okay.
And then he'll
Flurry of blows.
flurry of blows. Yes, he's going to do a 21 and a
Hits.
14.
Misses.
Oh, all right. So another 10 damage total.
Boom, right in the tentacle and the brain, and the kind of, it's wearing a metal breastplate, and it looks at you and goes,
Thanks for coming close to me.
Ew.
are you staying next to it, or are you...
If I have movement left, yes, I'm going to push off, fall, whatever. It can take a shot at me.
It's going to make an attack and opportunity against you. 17.
Miss. Ha. Bye.
It just wants to eat one of your brains, okay?
I'll give you an opportunity on my turn. Don't worry.
Melbin, you're up.
All right. I'd like to try to do one of our stunt things.
Oh, do a stunt, please. Yes.
I would like to try to run up the back. So there were 3 mind flayers, right?
Yes. 3 mind flayers. One
So,
of them is being surrounded
over-
by 8 elk.
Elk. One's the one that Zach just went.
One is the one that Zach
Igneous
just went after. I'll say the middle one is right there and does not have anything around it. It has elk on one side.
I would like to try to run up its back so that I can attack the mind flayer.
It's
like run up the tail up to the back.
just from the angle that you're at, like, because it's facing towards you, and so you would have to kind of go around all of the elk and do that.
Then I'd like to use my axe to help climb, and I'd like to like jump, and then like use my axe to help pull myself up so I can get up on top of it so I can attack the mind flayer.
Okay, so you're basically attacking the carrion crawler.
But I want to attack the mind flayer. I just want to get up there.
All right. Okay. So this is a stunt. So
Yeah.
are you using acrobatics?
I was thinking athletics. to like
Athletics? Okay.
physically yank myself up there.
Okay, I'm gonna say give me an athletics check, and this is gonna be a DC 17
Okay, here we go.
because you're wearing armor, and it's gonna be difficult.
Oh, 16.
16. You make a leap with your, and you go ha ha, and you just and you leap with your axe hammer, and you go forward, and the carrion crawler just kind of sidesteps a little bit, and you go ah, and you just kind of land prone on your side, a little bit ego bruised, a little bit bruised, and the mind flayer kind of you just see from the top of the carrion crawler, you just see this looking down at you.
You're even uglier up close.
Yep.
Ow.
You are prone on the ground. The one Quaggoth who is fighting with Yenni is going to do what it's doing, and it has.
Wait, is this the decapitated one, or is this?
Oh no! Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. You decapitated it. I just didn't. I didn't even.
I thought it was coming right back. It's like, oh man, that's one.
It comes
hombre.
back to life. Its head. No. I forgot to mark off like all of the damage that you did. So never mind. So
Yeah, since it's a Hydrax, when you cut off its head, it actually grew its head.
Two more, and it's
The Hydra Axe has its own abilities, which we haven't seen yet. But all right, Mind Flayer. It's going to Mind Flayer number 1 is going to Mind Blast. Oh, actually, I have to roll to see if I get that back. Come on. Nope. Two is gonna Mind Flayer number 2 gets it back. Mind Flayer number 3 gets it back. So Mind Flayer number 1 is going to jump off the carrion crawler. This is the one surrounded by elk. And it's going to try to make its way to Theo, but the elk get an opportunity attack, I guess.
All 8 of them.
No, it's on one side, so I'll say 4 elk get opportunity attacks.
Three of them will land.
It's AC 15.
Yeah, so 3 of them will hit.
All right, give me some elk damage to the Mind Flayer.
All right, so 12.
12 points of piercing, and it moves forward. It's going to make a tentacle attack on... and you just hear psychically...
We're not done yet, my friend.
And it's going to make a tentacle attack on you, and 16?
That'll hit.
Hits, okay. 13 points of psychic damage. Your head starts to scream from the inside as you hear this kind of buzzing and a terrible feeling inside of your brain. It's grappling your mind, and you are considered stunned. So you find yourself immobile and you cannot move from its tentacle attack, which is not good for you. That is Mind Flayer number 1's turn. Mind Flayer number 2, which is, I believe, engaged with Igneous. You stepped back, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to go after you. And it's going to make a Mind Blast. So I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh. 2.
2. That's going to
This
fail.
seems very bad.
You take 22 points of psychic damage, and you're also stunned for 1 minute.
A minute. Ouch.
Yep.
I take it back, Diedre. This was a wrong way to go.
Oh, sorry. So I read the text wrong. So Theo, you're actually grappled, and because you failed the intelligence. Did I have you make an intelligence save? Make an intelligence save.
16.
Okay, that succeeds. So you're grappled but not stunned.
Got it.
That's important. Igneous is stunned. The Mind Blast is in a 60-foot cone, so it's also going to affect Yenni. I need you to make a intelligence saving throw as well.
Okay, here we go. 18.
18 succeeds.
Ooh.
So you are not stunned, but your friend is. And the third one is going to set its sights on Diedre and no, it's the one that's right above Melbin. So it's going to leap down and do a tentacle attack on Melbin.
All part of the plan.
25 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. Make a intelligence saving throw.
4.
Okay. All right. Melbin, you take 15 points of psychic damage.
Word.
And you are grappled and stunned until the grapple ends. Diedre, top of the round. It is your turn. You notice that 2 of your allies are not moving. One of them is just avoided being hit. You took down all the Quaggoths and the Darrow. There are still 3 Carrion crawlers and 3 mind flayers.
But I messed one of them up pretty good.
Yeah, you did. 2 of the mind flayers are hurt. And one of the Carrion crawlers is really hurt, and the other ones are not. So the situation is Theo is being grappled right now. Melbin is stunned and grappled. Igneous is stunned but not grappled, and Yenni is free.
I would like to attempt, if I can, to run up to the one that is grappling Theo, which
Okay.
I assume is utilizing a tentacle.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Wrapping around its neck slowly.
I don't know if
alien
I can
style,
maybe get
and-
like some surprise or something, but I want to dash over there like a bat out of hell because I did take the disengage action. And if I can get some surprise, I want to try and chop off that tentacle.
Okay, so I'll call this a stunt. I will say to do this without, well, maybe you want to harm your friend. If you want to do this just to get a tentacle off, but you might hurt Theo, you can make it with advantage. If you want to try to not cut Theo in the process of cutting off the tentacle, this is going to be a disadvantage. So that this will be a sleight of hand check.
I'm very good with sleight of hand, but I also
know.
really want to mess these guys up, and I think the urgency of the situation necessitates brash action.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, Theo. It's nothing personal.
If you succeed, he doesn't get hit.
My goal is to rush in there and wreck shop.
Okay, so the DC for this sleight of hand check is going to be 19.
Okay. So that's a 15.
Oh. Okay, roll an
So do
attack.
I get my advantage?
Yeah,
My
you.
attack. Let's give me an 18, 29 to hit.
So you go to attack to try to cut the tentacle off. You hit the mind flayer for sure. Go ahead and roll some damage.
It's going to be 13 damage plus 17, so 30 damage.
So 30 damage. The mind flayer is going to take 15, and Theo takes 15 damage, piercing damage.
Did I manage to cut off
You
the tentacle that's grappling him, though?
You don't manage to cut off the tentacle because you failed the sleight of hand, but you do manage to do damage. So it's cut. It's cut, but it has extra. It has like a tentacle and another tentacle, and so you hurt it, and the mind flayer is hurt, but you also hurt your ally.
I disengage.
All right, disengage. Next up is Yenni, followed by Theo. Yenni, you are free, and some of your allies are not moving
Got
or
it.
grappled.
So
What do you wanna
what's the closest creature to Igneous?
do? There's a mind flayer about 15 feet away.
Okay. I think I'm gonna charge right at them.
Okay. Charging in rage. Go ahead and let me know what you're going to do.
All right.
Oh, there's also the mind flayer's there, and also within about 5 feet of the mind flayer is a carrion crawler.
Got
is
it.
his mount.
So he's not riding the carrion crawler. He
no,
dismounted.
all of them
He's
dismounted.
doing-
Yeah, all
Got it,
of
got
the
it.
mind flayers are now off the carrion crawlers.
Got it. But the carrion crawler isn't doing anything to Igneous.
No.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still going for the mind flayer. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, let's get an attack in. Is a 14 gonna hit?
That's gonna miss.
Oh, all right. Well, I got one more.
Yep.
Let's go. Is a 7 gonna hit?
Nope. Oh no. Oh no. So you swing and swing. Something about just the sheer terrifying nature of this thing with the tentacles and everything. It's kind of shattering your rage confidence, and it manages to kind of like swiftly, with its skinny frame and lithe floating ability, it's almost floating off the ground now that you notice it. It's not even making contact, which is really eerie, and you miss it with 2 swings of the axe.
Can I attempt to tackle it as either a stunt or a bonus action?
I would say because a grapple, like a tackle, is going to be more of an action. As a bonus action stunt, I would say you can try to like block it, or like like kind of put yourself in its way, so you're like blocking it from getting to Igneous a little bit easier if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, so roll a athletics check. This is going to be like an athletics.
With disadvantage, or is this one?
This is
Yeah,
because
right.
you're raging. I'm just going to make it straight.
Okay, got it. Is a 5 gonna do it?
We'll find out.
Oh boy.
We'll find out. So Yenni just plants herself in the way and ha! All right, next up is Theo, followed by Igneous, and then Melbin. So, Theo, you are grappled, but you're not stunned.
Currently
You
grappled.
can try to break out of the grapple with a strength check. Yeah.
I don't know that I have much else to do,
Yep.
because I won't be able to cast any spells or
I
anything.
think you can cast from grappled.
You can, depending on the
Can't move.
spell. If it's
it
mental,
as long as
or
it doesn't
like
have
just verbal or something
you
like
know.
that. But if it's somatic, then no. You also have 8 elk, and
Is he within 10 feet of Melbin?
yeah,
Because then he gets +4 to saving throws.
that's true.
The elk are gonna go on my turn, or they're gonna go.
Let's have the elk go first.
Okay.
Mm.
Here's
Come to me,
what
my
I want them
herd.
to do.
Oh.
I think that is what I want them to do. So they have the ability to charge. I don't know if we're more than 20 feet. If they're more than 20, I guess they're pretty close. Not 20 feet away. All right, never mind. So I would like them to all rush towards the one that's grappling me, with the intent of
Yep.
knocking both of us down, and to try and like make
Yep.
a little stampede, and
Sure.
maybe in that carnage,
You get free.
I'll get free.
Make an elk strength check with advantage.
Elk strength.
Just one. Just give me.
Okay.
Whatever elk strength is with advantage. Give me a roll for that.
That'll be a dirty 20.
Oh, so as the mind flayer is coming around with the cut that Diedre made on one of the tentacles, it's loosening its grip, but it's going around your neck, and you feel this kind of tentacle going around your head, and it's squeezing you tighter, almost like a lemon, and you're like, I won't make a good fruit tonight, and then Yenni, you just happen to see like all of these elk just rushing towards this mind flayer that's grappling Theo, and it smashes into it with horns and all these things going into the back of the Mind Flayer, and it lets go of you. It actually, like, you guys tumble to the ground together, and the sheer force of all of the elk. Go ahead and give me a Jeff. Give me a roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier.
13.
Okay, 13 points of damage happen to the Mind Flayer as it gets trampled by 8 elk. And it's and you are no longer grappled.
Cool.
Now it's your turn, but you are prone.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'll spend my movement to stand up, and then
Yep.
what I'd like to do is I'm gonna.
You still have half your movement if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
So 6, and then everybody within range of me will get 9 points of healing.
That's everybody.
That's gonna be it for now. I want to kind of back up and join the herd, and kind of keep going back with the herd there. But I'm gonna leave my spirit totem kind of in the middle of the fray, so that it's still there.
Spider is attacking the carrion crawler.
They're gonna do another bite attack. 22.
That hits.
All right.
Igneous, you're up next, followed by Melbin.
That's gonna be, I can't roll on this, 5 piercing damage, and they must make another DC 11 Constitution saving throw to see if they take poison damage.
It doesn't matter because the spider bites into the carrion crawler that's already been damaged, and it falls in a heap of giant insect goo and grossness. So the spider takes it out.
I give thumbs up.
Igneous, you are stunned.
Is there anything I can do? Is there a save for that?
I don't think there's anything you can do. So that is your turn. Let me just double check because I think with the Mind Blast is a queen. Sorry. At the end of your turn, you can repeat
Stunned
the
is
saving
also
throw.
incapacitated.
So you can make another intelligence saving throw.
Does he get the +4 for being next to dear Melbin?
He does. You're trying to beat a DC 15.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 16, which makes it 15 because I have negative intelligence.
Okay, so you shrug off your stun, but that is your turn. Okay. Melbin, you are grappled and stunned.
I am grappled and stunned.
Okay,
Can I pray?
so you can't do anything on your turn. You can pray, and then you can make a... Actually, hold on, because you're grappled, so let me just double check. You can make... No, you can't.
He will just pray.
All right. Okay,
Oh, nature goddesses, please
okay.
help me.
The Mind Flayer that is prone, that all of the elk knocked over, is going first. It stands up, looks back at all of the elk, and it's going to, and it sees Theo, which it was like,
I was almost going to have my dinner. Give me another chance.
and it is going to reroll for Mind Blast. Does not get it back. Lucky for you. And it's gonna, gosh, it's just gonna make a tentacle attack at the elk because it's pissed. So 22 to hit. Just one of the elk, I guess. It looks real, so it's pretty.
Yeah.
So a tentacle attack to the elk, and it's going to be 17 damage, psychic damage to the spirit elk.
All right. So there's one less elk. There's
Okay.
only 7 now.
It just goes That's one of them. The Mind Flayer that is holding on to Melbin. This is going to do a move called Extract Brain.
Sounds bad.
You'll have to find it first.
One incapacitated humanoid grappled by the Mind Flayer.
That's amazing. Well, it was fun playing Melbin while it lasted.
So I have to roll to hit, and I get advantage. So does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Ah.
I have AC of 12.
Gosh, picked the wrong person. Oh, and it rolled a natural 1. So okay, so it's trying to like kind of find its way in. It's still grappling you. You lucky paladin. All right, the third Mind Flayer is going to send its sights back on Igneous, and Yenni is right in front of it. It looks down at you, and you're like, ha! And it just goes. He's like,
Bit small for my taste, but I guess you'll do.
it's going to make a tentacle attack at you,
Oh boy.
bending down. 11 will miss, I'm guessing.
Yes. Fortunately.
And that's its turn. All right. The Carrion Crawler that's nearest, as Theo backs up with the elk, the Carrion Crawler is going to come forward and attack. Actually, it has the one of them's dead, so another one that didn't get attacked by the spider is going to come over and try to attack one of the elk. It's going to make a multi-attack. So 14, does that hit an elk? Yeah.
Hits.
3 damage, tentacle damage, and a bite. 10 is probably going to miss.
That'll hit.
That hits?
They don't have high AC. They have
Okay.
10.
Yeah, it's an elk. Okay. 7 damage.
Okay, it still stands.
Okay. Then the third Carrion Crawler is going to... it's going to do the same thing to another elk. 18 to hit.
Hits.
And 4 damage, piercing damage. Then 10 to hit and 6 damage. That's bite,
Right.
piercing damage. Okay. Diedre, you are up.
Hey, guess what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab.
You want to stab one of the Mind Flayers, Carrion
Yeah.
Crawler? Mind Flayer. Okay, the same Mind
Whoever I can flank.
I think you can get to the Mind Flayer that is that was down. It stood up, but you can get back basically to the one that you stabbed before.
Get ready to fall down again. I'm gonna stab him.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry, I'm out of your range now, Diedre.
21 to hit. Oh, you'll get over it, Tyler.
You don't get sneak attack. No one's around him right now, but you can definitely stab him.
Oh, but do I not? I can't flank him.
Theo's out of the range. He's not near anybody.
Oh, then I'm gonna hold my action until somebody. Can I just say, and whoever attacks next, so that I can get
Sure.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold whoever is the first thing that gets attacked. I'm gonna sneak attack them, and then I'm gonna.
Oh, actually, the elk is nearby, so you get flanking because of the elk.
That's awesome.
There are plenty of elk, and as the Mind Flayer sees you coming and turns, it's just met with this elk face of and just goes and you can make your attack.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that's gonna be
Snelk attack.
12 damage plus 13, so that's gonna be 25 damage.
Describe your victory on the first Mind Flayer.
Yay.
Save. Shouldn't have even bothered standing up, Tyler. So she basically the elk are like kind of stampeding, like, you know, that super traumatic scene in The Lion King. And Diedre runs up and like right as he's turning, he just like steps almost into her blade. And she does that thing where you get all up in their ear and she's like, you really should have evolved instead.
You
and
stab.
Slides him, she pushes him back and has him crumple to the floor as he slides off her blade.
And it just gets squished by a bunch of elk hooves. And when you stab it, you stab kind of up under the tentacles and into what you assume is its mouth, this kind of round, I don't know how to describe it. It's like that round kind of octopus mouth that kind of goes in on itself, that would have loved to have eaten your brain, but it just goes limp. And all of these tentacles and the tight leather outfit that it's wearing, quite fashionable, but with no sleeves, limps down and it falls to the floor. Disengage?
No. I mean, like, sure. I'll take the, what is evasion an action? I forget.
Evasion is if
The dodge action.
okay.
You can hide, because you don't need to disengage from something that's dead.
You can hide behind an elk.
I'm gonna strategically hide behind an elk.
Okay. Diedre's. Yenni, you're up.
All right.
You are actively engaged with them.
Right. Got it. But Igneous is awake now, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Has the Carrion crawler moved at all? The one that was near us?
It attacked an elk, so it's.
Oh, it's occupied.
It's occupied, but it's.
Okay, then I gotta go straight at this mind flayer. Then I'm gonna go for the leg since I tried tackling him and
Go for
and
it.
couldn't do it. So let me see if I can hit him in the knees. Is a 17 gonna do it?
That's gonna hit.
Yes. All right. $10 damage on that.
Okay.
And
That was your first attack.
That is the first attack, yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go for the second one. It's a 16 going to hit.
That hits.
Yes. Right.
I'm just gonna remind you, because it's a new device. As a bonus action with your axe, you can activate it.
Yes, but in reading it, I think Yenni's not yet aware of what she needs to do to activate it. So
Okay.
I kind of want to save that for
For sure.
a
for
later
sure.
moment.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so just for the time being, I'm gonna keep the axe stuff going.
Okay, gotcha.
9 for this one.
9 damage.
Yeah,
All right, it's still up, but it's looking hurt.
both knees. Yeah, yeah.
Not cool.
That's your turn.
Yep.
All right, you're still raged, and oh, are you rolling with? You're rolling with advantage, right? Because you're raging, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you hit both times anyway, but I'm just.
Yeah.
Theo. Followed by Igneous, followed by Melbin.
Okay. Is there a mind flayer somewhere?
There is. Diedre just killed the one that was in front of you, so there's. If you go over a little bit to your left, there's another one.
They're off the carrion crawler?
Yes, all of them have dismounted. There's also a carrion crawler that's attacking your elk. Actually, the other 2 carrion crawlers that are alive are attacking the elk.
And the one mind flayer still has me grappled, right?
Correct. Yeah. So sorry. So there's one that's grappling Melbin, and then there's another one that Yenni is engaged with.
Okay, here's what I want the elk to do.
Okay.
I'd like for them to kind of... they have 50 feet of movement, so I'd like for them to take a long path away and then turn around and then head towards the mind flayer that is holding Melbin,
Okay.
so that they can do a proper charge attack
Okay.
for them.
Okay, we're gonna call it a stunt to see if the elk can successfully knock out Melbin from being grappled.
And how about this? I'd like Theo to jump up and mount one of the elk
Okay.
to help kind of coordinate,
Yep.
so that the coordination is there.
Okay, let's call this an animal handling check. And I'm gonna have the DC at a 19 to see if you succeed on your stunt.
28, natural 20.
Damn, baby!
Wow. Okay. These elk are doing the equivalent of a flying V of like just an attack. Go ahead and make an attack roll, a single attack roll for the elk.
15.
So that hits, and roll damage, and then multiply it times 7.
Okay, and because they took that bit, they'll actually do an extra 2d6 damage on
Yep.
top of their regular one. So I'm going to use the calculator here to calculate this.
So roll all your damage for 1,
Yeah.
multiply it times 7. They're forming a conga line of pain.
Yes. That's going to be 3d6
an elk.
plus 3.
An elk
Times
chain of
7.
pain.
3d6 plus 3 times 7 is going to be 77 damage.
Woo! Ran a train on him.
Yeah. All right. Describe your victory on the second Mind Flayer.
All right.
Melbin is dropped. I'm going to say you take 3 points of trampling damage.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but you are dropped, and this one only had 26 points left. So how do you want to destroy this thing with your elk?
So you guys know the Simpsons episode Cape Fear, where Sideshow Bob is lying in the street. It's like, there's nothing against lying in the street, is there? And then a parade comes by with all the elephants. No, not the elephants. So that's kind of what happens. It's just like squish, squish, squish.
It just whispers to Melvin like,
Now I'm going to taste your brain. Oh my god! Why, elk? What the heck is going on?
Aha! Thank you, Master Theo.
killed by elk. Your spider gets a turn.
All right, they're gonna go for the other carrion crawler.
Okay. Does a Spider-Man swing off of a high up stalactite and it swings over and it leaps onto the carrion crawler. Go ahead and roll an attack.
24.
That hits.
It's gonna do 5 piercing damage, and then it has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
6.
It fails, so it's gonna take another 7 poison damage.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Thanks, Spider.
Good turn, Theo and animal friends. Igneous, you are up, followed by Melbin.
All right, 1 Mind Flayer left, right?
1 Mind Flayer left, 2 carrion crawlers.
I am out of key points. I definitely want to go for the enemy that has an ability called Extract Brain and try to take that out.
But it hasn't gotten to do it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
It tried.
It tried, you silly 20 to hit.
I'm gonna use my Scorching Ray again because it's a new day.
Yep.
It's 3 different beams.
Yep.
So it's 3 different attacks, and I will just keep blasting this Mind Flayer and hope it burns up. So
Go for it.
first one, 8. Probably not good.
8 misses.
Second one, 21.
That hits.
It's gonna be 2d6, so it's gonna take 7 fire damage.
Okay.
Third one.
Is this a spell?
This is a spell, but it's from Phoenixborn, can do it once a day. Third one is 18, so another 9 damage, so a total of 16 fire damage.
Bam, bam, bam. Flames erupt as it ignites. The leather starts melting into the skin of the sinew and wrinkles and tentacles of the Mind Flayer as the the high collar that was once so fashionable starts to melt around, and it is looking hurt and burned and not too happy. And you hear in your mind,
I will come back and get you.
and Melbin, you are up.
I'm going after that mind flayer.
Okay. Go for it.
Melbin is angry at having been attacked by one before. So he'll run over there and just swing his warhammer axe.
All right,
thing.
go for it.
That's 25 to hit on the
Yep.
hammer side and 20 to hit on the axe side.
Okay, you hit both times.
Total of 22 damage.
Do you want to add any smite to that?
Are they of things that I
The-
can do that
he's
with?
he's looking kind of hurt. I'm just reminding you that you have smite. It's a new day.
Oh, I was thinking that I could only do that on certain types of creatures. That's the other. My other abilities only work on Fey.
Do
and
that
Fey.
on anything.
Well, then I'm going to do that. I'll just do one little smite. Spend
Okay.
a spell slot on it,
All right.
which is that a D8?
Probably 2d8.
So two more
2d8.
two more D8s. So yeah,
Okay,
22. So
good.
35 total.
35. It's still up.
Jeez. Should have used more smites.
Yeah. It's still up, but it's looking pretty hurt. And with that, it is the Mind Flayer's turn.
Oh no!
It's going to do what it does best. And, well, first of all, let me roll to see if I get Mind Blast back. Kind of rearranges its line of sight. And I need Melbin, Igneous, Diedre, and Theo to make a intelligence saving throw.
And remember to add 4 if you're within 10 feet.
13.
25.
14.
17.
Okay, so Igneous and Theo, you fail. You guys take 30 points of psychic damage.
Is that a spell?
It is not a spell.
No resistance.
It's an effect. You are hit with 30 points of psychic damage and are stunned for 1 minute.
Theo falls off of the elk that he is riding and is on the floor.
Are you unconscious?
I am.
Okay. Theo goes down.
No, Master Theo!
Igneous is stunned.
Which means that the elk and the spiders disappear.
Oh no!
Elk and the spiders disappear. Okay. The Mind Flayer sees Theo go down, and it's going to make its way super quick, like buffet is open, and try to make its way over. Melbin gets an attack of opportunity because of that, but it's thinking of one thing, so go ahead and
15?
15 just hits.
Right. I can't add a smite to a reaction, right?
You can, I think. Zach, Jeff, I mean, I don't see why not. It says to an attack, right? I mean, smites can be added to any attack.
Yeah, it's an attack. I think that's okay.
You can add.
I'm gonna do an additional. I'll spend another spell slot on that. 13 plus 2d8. 12 plus 2d8. I can count. 20.
20 damage.
Yeah.
Describe your victory.
Yay!
Yes. As
I don't say.
As the Mind Flayer rushes towards my friends, including the person who Melbin considers his master. He rushes over and smashes him in the face with his hammer. I assume the tentacles just kind of like split and
Haha! Leave my friends alone!
It's smashed in the back of the giant pulsing purple brain, creates a crater, and he just falls flat on its tentacle face. The carrion crawlers that are left, seeing their masters now dead on the floor and one of their kind, having been surrounded by elk and all these things, just kind of go back and skitter off. And one of them can even they can crawl on the ceiling, so they just kind of go up on the rocks, and y'all can try to attack them if you want to, but they're just gonna sort of run away.
I'll let him go.
And we are out of combat initiative, and you guys have successfully fended off 5 Quaggoths, 3 mind flayers, 1 carrion crawler, and 1 crazy Darrow. And you take a second to lick your wounds. We'll pick up from here when we come back.
Still unconscious.
Igneous is still stunned.
No, he should be stunned throughout the whole vacation, and then when he comes back, we can unstun him.